en route. Both Manchester United and Spurs did lose a game. Manchester United's defeat coming in that semi-final first leg against Derby. They turned it round in the second leg. Whereas Spurs, their defeat came in the second leg at Burnley, where they were within 2 minutes of going out of the competition. Andy Burton's been talking with both managers. First of all, let's hear from Harry Redknapp.
To give Jonathan Woodgate a late finish test, I think he only started heading balls on Friday. How big a blow is it that he's not playing?
No, it's nothing to do with his head. He had an Achilles injury. He had an Achilles tendon injury. No, his head's fine. I mean, he's headed balls. He just felt his Achilles yesterday morning, so he thought he'd be okay. He didn't complete the training yesterday, so he brought him down here early this morning to have a fitness test, but he can feel that Achilles still, and there's no way he could have played, unfortunately.
Well, Rooney is the virus. He would have played, but in the virus on Friday night. Yesterday was in bed all day. He came down with us this morning, but he's nowhere near ready to play, and he's maybe a doubt for Wednesday even. But I would have liked to play right away.
Well, they are a fantastic team for sure. They've got so many good players in the side, you know, and Ronaldo's out there today, and Rio's playing, so they're full of quality, whoever they play. But no, we're a good side, I think, as well. So I think he's got the makings of a great match.
It's a final, and finals you've got to turn up really in finals. You've got to play to win the games. It's always the case. Sometimes you have to be careful that players don't play the occasion. This is a game, you know, it's in a football pitch. Forget the name Wembley, you know, that's the way you can really enjoy is to win. We're coming here to try and win.
Well, he always loves to win, doesn't he? That is for sure. Glenn, how do you see Spurs approaching this? Do they have to be cautious, or can they go for it a little, bearing in mind that, you know, they look a little more secure in the Premier League now?
Yeah, I think they've got to go for it, and I think that the team that Harry's chosen with two strikers from the start suggests that he's going to be very positive and go on the front foot. For me, Spurs have got to play, you know, 8 or 9 out of 10 as a team, like they did against Chelsea last year. The key for me is Lennon. I think if Lennon has a good day, he's playing well for Spurs, he's scoring some goals as well now. I think if he gives them a little bit of a bright start and gets in behind United's defence, then they could cause them all sorts of problems. My only worry for Tottenham is the other end of the pitch, really, with Ronaldo against the Cotta. So I think they've got to keep him quiet.
What about the temperament of the Tottenham goalkeeper, Gary Gomez, today? He's obviously going to be tested.
Well, he's made some, you know, massive mistakes this season in front of the cameras many times. But, you know, he's an experienced goalkeeper, and you know, at the start of the season when Spurs brought him in, you know, he's rated one of the top goalkeepers in Europe. You know, so he'll be used to coping on occasion with this, but you know, he's got to stay well clear of some of the major blips he's made this season.
Quite an occasion, isn't it, for some of the United youngsters? I mean, I know they played in some big games, you know, but the likes of Welbeck and Gibson are not used to anything like this.
It's a fantastic opportunity, you know. Sir Alex has given them the chance to gain invaluable experience, because they may have to use them in the run-in this season, you know, whether it be in the Champions League or the run-in for the Premiership. It is the start of an amazing chance of winning four major competitions, you know, and he's chosen an occasion like this to give, you know, Foster, Welbeck and Gibson great experience.
Welbeck and Tevez together up front, though, Glenn, haven't always looked a natural partnership this season in this competition.
No, they haven't. No, they're probably going to have to work hard to get that unit working up there, especially against Dawson and Ledley King at the moment, because these two guys are. Ledley's a very good player, although he's not fit. He on his day can be outstanding. And obviously Dawson, for me, in the last 6 or 7 games for Spurs, has been really good. So those two, yeah, they've got to work out, you know, the runs and work out where they're going to go and to receive the ball and get that little bit of unit going. But they have got pace in behind, so they can stretch Tottenham.
Okay. Thanks very much indeed, fellas. We await the arrival of the two teams then. This should be terrific. It's Tottenham Hotspur against Manchester United in the Carling Cup final. Our match commentators are Andy Gray and Rob Hawthorne.
Well, the scene is set, and Manchester United manager Sir Alex Ferguson has kept his pledge to keep faith with fringe players. It's only Ben Foster's 71-year-old Johnny Evans has played the last 4 games in the competition, but it's Rio Ferdinand's first League Cup match since United won it in 2006. Cristiano Ronaldo scored twice in that win, but it's a competition Paul Scholes has never won. There's no Wayne Rooney, he has a virus. 18-year-old Danny Welbeck was always going to play. The question was in which position he partners Carlos Tevez. The bench, like the team, a blend of youth and experience. At one extreme, Richard Eckersley, whose only senior game was an FA Cup win against Spurs. At the other, 35-year-old Ryan Giggs, who's played in both of United's wins in the League Cup.
Well, they talked about what system they would play. It's going to be a 4-4-2, no doubt about that. Ferdinand Neves is a strong partnership, but the threat you can see is in the wide areas, Ronaldo and Nani. And you just feel for Tottenham's sake, it's vitally important that they keep both of those players quiet. But interesting to see how well Beck and Tevez link together. It's not always easy to do so.
With Carlo Cudicini cup-tied, it was always going to be Aurelio Gomez in goal for Tottenham. But a real blow in the back four, where last year's match winner Jonathan Woodgate is out with an Achilles injury. So Michael Dawson, who missed out last year, plays this. The midfield quartet includes 3 of last year's winning team, plus Luka Modric. His starting position on the left is because top scorer Darren Bent gets a start alongside Roman Pavlyuchenko, who's scored in every game in the competition this season. The bench includes David Bentley, the first Englishman to score here when Wembley reopened, and Jamie O'Hara in tears when he missed out last year, but included in the 18 today.
Well, it is a blow. Woodgate's not playing, but I do think they're well covered at centre-back with Dawson and King. My one question was 5 or 4 in midfield. There's your answer. Harry Redknapp, I think, has gone positive. He selected a 4-man midfield with Modric and Lennon in it, which suggests they need to be going forward, particularly as he's picked 2 front men to go at United.
Manchester United occupying the East End dressing rooms and the East End of this stadium. Chris Foy is the match referee. And Rio Ferdinand, in some respects, a surprise choice. The Man United more regular starter alongside Johnny Evans in this particular competition.
Yeah, I think particularly when Vidic didn't play in midweek. You know, Rio did in Milan. You thought Vidic didn't play. He would be the one that would get the nod, but Sir Alex has kept Rio in. But reading the papers this morning, Rio was desperate to play.
Little shake of the hand there for young Toby Odukoya, the 9-year-old mascot, and 10-year-old Jessica Levy, the niece of the Tottenham chairman, coming out with the man who lifted the trophy last year, Ledley King, and Michael Dawson there behind him, who wouldn't have been in the team but for that injury to Jonathan Woodgate, who had a long fitness test on the pitch some 3 hours before kick-off, before being declared unfit, giving Dawson his chance. He's been unlucky to miss out last year. It has been a busy spell for Tottenham with their match against Hull on Monday, a European feat against Shakhtar Donetsk, which has seen them eliminated from the UEFA Cup. The winners of this would be guaranteed a place in that competition next season when it's rebranded as the Europa. And Harry Redknapp back at Wembley again, back at Wembley alongside Sir Alex Ferguson again. They did this walk for the Community Shield. Then Redknapp was in charge of Portsmouth. Now he's at the head of the Tottenham line. A shorter walk than the old Wembley, but listen to the noise. The trophy it's all about, and Spurs are at the west end of this stadium as they were last year when they came out on top against Chelsea. And the Spurs fans here hoping that that will be a lucky omen. It is the People's Final, each team allocated 31,000 tickets. No trouble selling them, of course. And it's a sellout crowd.
Ladies and gentlemen, our teams will now be presented to today's chief guests. Lord Mahoney, chairman of the
formalities will commence with presentation to the chief dignitaries, the chairman of the Football League on the left there, Brian Mawhinney, and Mark Hunter, the chief executive officer of the sponsors, the Brewers Course, who will present the trophy at the end. Will he be presenting it to Rio Ferdinand? The 11th year in which Curs have had an association with the competition, initially known as the Worthington Cup, and its arrangement that's now been extended to 2014, the longest running domestic sponsorship. Ben Foster, Paul Scholes, this is the one domestic medal, the one real medal at all that he's missing from his collection. Sir Alex Ferguson, he has plenty in his.
I remember playing on a Wolves side many years ago. Emlyn Hughes was there for the last year of his career, hadn't won the League Cup either, Rob. And we got to the final, beat Forest, who were looking for the third League Cup win in a row. So maybe this is the year for Paul.
Does modesty prevent you from saying who it was who earned Hughes' medal?
Oh no, me.
Down the Tottenham line, Roman Pavlyuchenko, little Luka Modric, who some considered too fragile for the Premier League on his arrival on the scene here. Darren Bent, who may not be expected to be in this team. A lot of the predictions of Harry Redknapp's lineup certainly didn't include Darren Bent in it. But he's here, and the Tottenham manager will be going out 4-4-2 to try and get at United and win this trophy. Both sides in their 7th final. Now the national anthem will be sung by 22-year-old Catherine Sales, who's gone from performing at the opening of Doncaster's new stadium to a rugby clash at Twickenham and now to a cup final at Wembley.
We're at Wembley for the Carling Cup final. These two sides scored 27 Carling Cup goals between them already this season. If either of them scores this afternoon, our fanometer will go through the proverbial roof, won't it? That's the noise level that we're seeing at the moment. Remember, if 100 decibels is reached at any stage during the match, the sponsors give £10,000 to charity. I think it's just about guaranteed. Chris Foy in charge of this Carling Cup final then. Let's join our commentators for the first domestic piece of silverware of the afternoon. Andy Gray and Rob Hawthorne.
67-year-old Sir Alex Ferguson looking for the 24th trophy of his Manchester United reign. Harry Redknapp on the eve of his 62nd birthday. He'd be the first English manager to win it since Steve McLaren 5 years ago. Won the FA Cup here with Portsmouth back in May. And it's his 5th visit to Wembley in less than a year. An FA Cup semi-final, a final, the Community Shield, a charity game, and now the Carling Cup.
Well, it's set. We're set. And I think there's a lot of expectancy around it, the naming of both sides. United we didn't have a problem with, apart from how many kids or youngsters would be in it. The Tottenham, it was would they block it off? Would they just play him up top on his own? But no, he's given him a partner, Darren Bent. So I just think that suggests we could have, certainly at the beginning, quite an open football match.
It is the 49th League Cup final. It's the first ever major cup final between Manchester United and Tottenham. A bit surprising that, bearing in mind the rich cup history of these two clubs. They did play in the Charity Shield back in 1967, in which a goalkeeper scored. Ben Foster once conceded a goal to a Spurs goalkeeper, Paul Robinson, in his Watford days. Pat Jennings was the Tottenham scorer in that occasion at Old Trafford back in 1967. Here's Benoit Asuakoto looking for Darren Bent. Ball played in, looking for Roman Pavlyuchenko. A bit long for him though, cleared by Ebra. And the header by Nani, which he didn't really get a clean connection with it the first time. Zakora looking out wide for Aaron Lennon, who looked to make his presence felt here against Evra. Evra, though, standing up to him in their first contest.
There's a lovely little run from Darren Bent a little earlier there. Stretching United early on, it's what he gives them. A threat in behind.
Despite his fleeting appearances in the team this season, he has given them goals as well. He's their top scorer with 14, just one of them in this competition. Evans' ball clear to Nani. And now Darren Gibson, what a big day it is for him. Evra, Nani, rolled into the path of Tevez. Scholes striking it against Modric, and here's Rio Ferdinand. Johnny Evans down the middle looking for Welbeck, who got the header on.
It's a decent little flick on this. Tevez is in touching range, he wasn't.
Carlos Tevez and Roman Pavlyuchenko are joint top scorers in this competition with 6 goals each. One in which both sides have been beaten. Manchester United by Derby, Spurs by Burnley, and bearing in mind how that second leg went, Tottenham will consider themselves very lucky to be here today.
You're always a bit lucky to get to a final. Somewhere along the route, Rob, luck has gone your way.
Certainly did that night. They were just a couple of minutes away from going out of it. Ever there, challenged by Chorluka, but emerging unscathed. Tevez and Welbeck in the middle. It's Tevez who went for it, nipping in out of Dawson.
Well, they're looking for corner. I think if Dawson gets a touch on this, interesting to see how they manipulate the ball from this area. This one driven low across the ground. It's a tough one for the referee to get right, actually. It might well have been a corner, probably was a corner. He wasn't sure.
We're back with vanilla latte and chocolate.
gets a touch on this. Interesting to see how they manipulate the ball from this area. This one driven low across the ground. It's a tough one for the referee to get right, actually. It might well have been a corner, probably was a corner. He wasn't sure. Defence getting the advantage.
There's Zakora. Challenged by O'Shea, and now Tevez picks out Gibson. This is John O'Shea. Right back, another area where I'm sure Sir Alex Ferguson would have played a youngster had Raphael been fit, but having played in the rest of the Carling Cup, he's injured. Scholes getting a knock there.
Yeah, they'll be very conscious and not let Paul Scholes get his head up when he's got the ball. You know, the legs may be 34 years of age in the 35th year, but the mind is as sharp as it ever was. So if he gets time to pick out passes, he will.
Here's Nani. This is Evra. Switched to John O'Shea. And now Ferdinand. Bent closing him down, forcing Ferdinand to hurry the clearance. Scholes helped out there against Modric. Genus. Pavlyuchenko tried to carry it past Evans. No joy there though. And United pressing well with Tevez. Knocked out of his stride by Zakora.
First test. He's a little unlucky. It's one of those you get outside the penalty area but not inside it, because I don't really think he makes a tackle. It's just a crossing of legs you see there. Tangle of legs as Tevez goes across the corner. But they were a little sloppy there, losing a ball on the halfway line. And it's given the world's best footballer a very early chance to work a goalkeeper who, well, by his own standards, before he arrived here, has not had the best of starts in his Tottenham career. Not for me to tell Cristiano Ronaldo anything, but 3 words would be in my mind. Work the goalkeeper.
Ronaldo!
Power's there, and it's a good distance to get it on target. He just sets it off a little too high. Think what the goal, I mean that, just think, you know, I know Gomez is experienced and he's probably better than he's shown at times. He is a lot better than he's shown, but he'll be a little nervy, worried until he makes his first save.
And Spurs, when they're defending free kicks and corners, will be a little nervy with the way that Gomez has handled that kind of situation before. Here's Ronaldo. Tevez, Modric winning it from him. Tevez though keeping up the pressure on the Siricoto.
Not sure what you saw there, I have to be honest, Rob.
Poor ball from Siricoto, straight to Nani. Looking to play it into Tevez, can he turn? Lines it up for Ronaldo! And directly at Gomez.
That's what you have to cope with, passing and moving. This is sloppy, you cannot do this against Manchester United. And watch how quickly they go from where they are to a shot on the other side of the pitch. Nani coming infield, a little protection there and just strangled the shot a little, hit it into the ground. It's a great start for Manchester United, as you would expect, a team high in confidence.
Modric. Scholes missing the tackle. Modric looking for Bent. Layoff was for Pavlyuchenko, but Ferdinand had got himself in the way.
And that's what Modric can do.
It's a beautiful ball from Scholes, and Welbeck's onto it. Dawson back covering.
That's what I mean about Scholes. Whether it's 6 yards or 60 yards, if he gets time, back off him, allow him to pick his target, and he drops it right on the money. You'll be hard-pressed to see a better ball than that this afternoon. We've got 83 minutes to go, at least.
We may have United fans drawing sharp intakes of breath when he makes a tackle sometimes. Paul Scholes, never any question mark about his distribution or his finishing. Ledley King's header. So Shea. Scholes. Tevez. Scholes again. This is Modric. Back by Genus. King looking for Lennon, but Patrice Evra was there. Nani. It's a decent run.
It's where they love to run to, the white players. They love to drive infield, so I said about trying to keep them wide, trying to keep Nani going down the outside. Has to be in Spurs' interest to do that.
Dawson.
Pressing them really well. United have played well with the ball, but they've also worked Spurs, and they haven't had it. Make them play quick.
It's an important fortnight this for Manchester United if their aims of the quintuple if you throw in the Club World Championship, are to stay on track. Newcastle away on Wednesday, Fulham away in the FA Cup, then they host Inter for the second leg of their Champions League clash, and then on March the 14th entertain Liverpool, who've given their Premier League ambitions real hope with their defeat over the weekend already. It's already been an excellent weekend for United with the way the league results have worked out. Could have been better had Chelsea not got their late winner.
Good referee in that. Was a free kick against Pavlyuchenko there. Referee saw Spurs still had it.
Here's Modric. Aim for Pavlyuchenko. Gibson got in and then got caught by the Russian striker. An amazing rise to prominence for Darren Gibson. Exactly a year ago he was coming on as a substitute for Wolves in a game at Colchester in front of just under 6,000 people. And here we are 12 months later in front of around 90,000 in a Wembley Cup final.